The following is brought to you by the Cyber Time Bite Network. Holy crap!
Because Dave's a crow.
It's true though!
Oh, heck yeah. Justice!
You are now entering the Serpents Pit with Serpents Breakdown. Now, here's Serpents Breakdown and your host, Stephen Clark.
Hey there, everybody.
Hello.
It's Steven. Once again, for your favorite podcast, your second favorite, your favorite podcast in general. I am here with Serpents Breakdown, the host of this whole thing, for episode 8 of In the Serpents Pit with Serpents Breakdown. episode 8. We're for the first time in our so far 8 episode run, we are actually recording a little bit later than usual.
Yeah.
And I don't know the reason, and if there is no reason,
It doesn't particularly matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Let's get to the episode of this week. This week we shall be discussing zombies.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about zombies, and I don't know crap about zombies besides The Walking Dead and They Walk Slow.
I know a lot about zombies, but I have my own personal opinions about them, and I do not watch The Walking Dead because it is too fucking long. I do not have time to watch 1-hour episodes. All the good shows lately are 1-hour episodes, and I don't got time for all of those 1-hour episodes.
1-hour episodes, so how do you sit through anime or a Netflix show?
I don't.
So wait, how do you sit through all My Hero Academia then?
That's a different thing. That's not a Netflix show. That's an anime. Animes are only 20 minutes.
Well, Voltron is technically an hour.
It's not an hour. Voltron is also 20 minutes.
So yeah, I mean, God, I mean, like, I don't know where to start out with it because, like, I'm not really fond on the zombie thing.
So basically, zombies. We all know about them at least a little bit. They walk slow. They usually have sometimes they have green skin. Sometimes they just have red skin. Depends on how the creators want to design them because they're lazy. But they're falling apart. They're slow. They go, and they eat brains.
I mean, like, no. Before we get farther into the subject, there's something I wanted to bring up, real quickly. Last week, as you remember, we were talking about the circus,
yeah.
To no end. But I want everyone to know that please do not try to do like any weird like bets or anything and be like, let's count how many times they say the word circus, and every time they say the word circus, we gotta like punch each other in the face or something. Don't do anything because you'll probably possibly harm yourself.
If people want to do that, that's their own business. I'm not judging people. People can do whatever the fuck they want on their own time. Yeah. I don't really care. It's their own business, their own time. I don't really fucking care.
Yeah, I know, but someone's good.
I don't go judging people on the other side of the earth for eating bugs. I don't go judging people when they eat cats. Well, I do judge people when they eat cats, but that's not the point.
I know, but I'm saying like I'm pretty sure people are gonna like do like a drinking game on how many times
they can do whatever they want. It's their own time, really. I don't care. It's their own time. It's not our fault. It's not our job to tell people what they can or should or shouldn't do. I mean, just because I don't have the same beliefs as someone doesn't mean I can go tell them what someone else wants to believe. Just how I can't tell other people what to do. If they want to have a drinking game, fuck it, fine. Have your damn drinking game. Just don't go driving afterwards.
Yeah, it's just no. I'm saying that because of
zombies. Ah!
God. But no, I just wanted to bring that up.
Zombies!
Yeah, I know, zombies.
Ah!
So,
Ah! Ah!
serpent.
Ah!
Oh God, serpent. God. This is the best. No, but no. Zombie video games like Dead Rising and all that stuff. What do you think of stuff like that?
I haven't played them.
So
I don't play zombie games. I just read books. I'm a reader.
do you?
That just made me think. You know, people are just like, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Then there's me over here. I'm a reader, not a. Well, actually, I am still a gamer, but in this instance, I'm a reader, not a gamer.
No. Let's take it this way. What if? Oh man, this is the perfect This is the perfect question then for this subject. What if that old picture of you, when you said you're not on Facebook that much, you were legit correct. Why is it that old picture of you was a zombie version of you and your current self and your old self like that came together, but your old self was a zombie?
I'm confused.
Like, do you know that picture on Facebook you have from like when you were like, that was probably like you as a freshman in high school or whatever, and
I don't know what image you're talking about because once again, I do not look at Facebook. I do not use it except for the sake of my phone games.
Well, I mean, I'll pull it up because
I'm not looking at anything though. That's the problem. I'm currently staring at the face of an anime boy right now as I speak these words on my phone. I have downloaded yet another anime boy game because Instagram knows how to manipulate me.
Anime boy.
I couldn't help it.
They're
so cute.
When you said that you love your anime boys, I swear to God you love your anime boys.
Yes.
But no, let's just say for example, an old version of yourself turned into a zombie, and then there's your current self of how you look today, but then like a version of you from your past.
There's me and like me in the past, but zombie.
Yeah, but your past you as a zombie.
Yes, me and my past self who was a zombie.
Yeah, what would you do?
I don't know. I'd probably run the fuck away. It's a zombie. It's gonna eat me. I don't want to get near that thing.
You're not gonna kill it?
If it bites someone else, that's their fucking problem. I'm not gonna get bitten.
But you're not gonna. Yeah, but you can kill it with whatever.
I could also run away and live another day. I'm not taking my chances. I'm really fucking clumsy. Knowing my luck, I'd get bitten and I'd die. I don't want to die. I'm gonna run the fuck away.
Yeah, but Serpent, that's called using a really heavy book. It just whack.
I don't have any heavy books on hand, and even then, that's probably not going to kill a zombie. To kill a zombie, you have to destroy the brain, and it's very hard to destroy the brain with a book, especially with my noodle arms. Ooh, that's not happening. If I had something sharp, sure, but I'd rather just get out of there. Someone else can deal with it. If someone else wants to stop a zombie apocalypse, they can go for it and do it. I'm just going to, go get as far away as I can. I'd rather be nowhere near the whole thing.
But like, if you like zombies so much...
I don't like zombies. I just like talking about them. Because I have lots of theories.
Well, if you like well...
I have many theories. So first, we've already gone over the basics of that everyone knows about zombies. Yeah. And then there's other stuff that I think that should be like common sense. Like it makes sense to me that would be like it makes sense that they would be facts about zombies. For starters, do not set a zombie on fire. You know why? It takes a while for flesh to burn. Therefore, you'd have a flaming zombie dragging itself after you. Like it doesn't care that it's burning. Zombies don't have like nerves or anything, so it'll just keep walking after you anyways while on fire. So not only do you have a zombie following after you, but it's on fire. That makes it like twice as dangerous.
I never thought of it that way, really.
Flesh takes a while to burn.
Well, I'm never planning on doing it to myself, so I'm good.
And then we have one of my other theories. So we always see zombies like movies and stuff. They're always moving slowly, and they can't open doors, but they can like grab people and stuff. And seriously, I'm just like, why do zombies all move the same way? Except for that one movie where they didn't, where they were like really fast. But that's not the point. Like all zombies, like overall, people are just like, oh, they move slowly. They, sometimes they have their arms out. They can't really like do doorknobs or anything. And I'm saying just like, well, if you think about it, it's a zombie virus. Virus implies that it's a disease or an infection or whatever. I don't know the exact definition off the top of my head, but basically it implies that it's something that is transmitted to someone in their body. Since the body is not like keen in being infected, the body will try to fight back, but in the case of a zombie infection, they will in the end be overcome and become a zombie. But what happens with most like viruses and stuff like that, well, for example, the common cold, coughing, runny nose, sniffles, all that stuff, dry throats.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these symptoms vary between person to person. Like, for example, some people, when they get a cold, they'll just be coughing, they'll have a runny nose or whatever, normal stuff. And then there's me. When I get a cold, sure, I'll cough, I'll have a runny nose, and it hits me 5 times harder than everyone else. So I'll avoid most infections, but the cold will hit me very hard. It affects everyone differently. Like, sure, they'll get the same symptoms, more or less. They might get some more than others, but overall, it'll hit them all differently. Ignoring the fact, overall, it'll be the same symptoms, but it'll affect everyone differently with those symptoms. So why isn't the zombie virus the same? Thinking about it that way, in theory, the zombie virus should for some people, it might infect them very quickly, and for other people, it might take them maybe even a day or two for them to become a zombie. Who knows? But also, thinking about it that way as well, shouldn't some zombies like have the ability to let's say turn a doorknob, because they've been it affected their body differently, so they might retain some of that cognitive ability that allows them to do things like turn a doorknob or say run. A running zombie or a jumping zombie. So in theory, a zombie should be able to there should be many types of zombies. A zombie that can run, a zombie that can jump. Maybe there's a zombie that can only crawl. Who knows? Maybe their brain was damaged a lot, so they're only able to crawl. Who knows what's going on inside of that zombie head? Or maybe there's zombies that instead of being drawn to brains, will be drawn to something else. Like, for example, what if a vegan was turned into a zombie? Would they still eat brains? Or would they be drawn to something else? Would they be drawn to plants? That's very unlikely given the nature of a zombie, but they might not be as quickly drawn to a human that way because of that. Because they still have that feeling in the back of their mind, even though their mind is pretty much gone, that reluctance to go after meat.
So what? How do you feel of like your favorite characters turned into zombies, like Carcat?
I wouldn't know, and I wouldn't really care, because you know what? They're characters. Whatever the writer does, the author does. That's what they do.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like in an imaginary world, how would you feel if like Carcat was a zombie and Terezi was a zombie? And
there goes Carcat. Oops, there goes Terezi. I don't really retain that much attachment to things in a fictional world. Now, sure, oh no, my favorite character, they died, oh no, and all that stuff. But also, it's fictional, so it's fine.
So, but you don't have but
they are fictional.
Yeah, I know
they're fictional.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have like the mind. You wouldn't like think about, oh, this would be cool if they were zombie, that they would do this.
Well, you see, the thing about being a zombie, there isn't though, oh, it wouldn't be cool, they would do this. No, it's a zombie. It would eat people. It would go after everyone and eat them. That's what happens with zombies. That's just what happens. It wouldn't be cool if this happened because it's a zombie. Zombies do like one thing and that's it. They wander about and eat people.
So, don't you think that? I mean, I know you like talking about them. You have all these fears about them, but do you think the concept for them are kind of boring?
No. Given the thing I just explained, no. Now, the mass generalization of zombies, that's a bit boring. Yes, just having them wander about going brains and, all that boring shit. Now, my zombies are pretty fucking cool. Now, they're also pretty fucking terrifying if they are real, because, oh, holy fucking shit, a running zombie. That is horrifying. I mean, try out running that thing, depending on how fast it goes. Or a zombie that jumps. Whew, you're gonna die so fucking fast. But it's cooler.
I mean, like I don't think I don't think they exist. I don't think they really exist.
They obviously don't exist. They're a fictional creature. They don't exist. Now, there are insects that create a zombie-like effect, because I can't remember it off the top of my head. I think it's a wasp. I'm not sure for sure, but it basically controls an insect or somehow, and I believe the wasp bites an insect and then injects venom into it, and it mind controls it, and then basically they I believe they just basically lay eggs in the insect, and the insect keeps going about its day until the eggs hatch and they devour it.
Oh man, can you? No, I was thinking about this when you were talking about that. Can you imagine if Stan Lee became a zombie and he was Who's
Stan Lee?
The creator of Marvel.
Oh.
As he was I need true believers in their brains.
I don't really think zombies would have the capability to talk. Now, some of them might be able to, given the aspect of, the virus affect them differently, but zombies don't have the cognitive ability to speak overall. Now, some sure might be able to repeat things, or maybe even repeat whatever they might have said last or whatever, but overall, zombies don't really have that kind of cognitive ability.
Have you ever imagined yourself? Well, I know I already said this earlier, but do you ever imagine just yourself as a zombie and how you would act out as? I
would probably act like a zombie. There's nothing to really think about. Zombies really only act one way. They wander about and eat brains. There's nothing to really think about.
Do you think? The tie this in last week's subject. Do you think zombies and the circus would mix together?
They would not mix together, because circus and zombies are two completely different animals. Because even if, for example, you turned a bunch of people who work at a circus, like a clown or whatever, and all that stuff into zombies, it wouldn't change the fact that they're still zombies. They're still going to pretty much act the same way, other than my own theories of how the virus might affect them. Overall, they're still going to act the same way. They're going to be zombies. There's nothing to really think about. There's not... there's... I feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over again.
Why do you... so you don't have to repeat yourself, man. Why you like them so much?
I don't particularly like them. I just like theorizing about them.
What? But why...
Because people always go for the boring, normal route. It's always, brains, wandering, blah, 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 blah. Get a bit creative, guys. Zombies are more than just wandering around in brains. Use your head. Use your imagination. I know you've got a right brain up there. Use it.
So you think they don't get you don't think they get as much respect as they should get? Because they're so stereotyped to the one idea that everyone thinks of them as.
Yes.
The books that you read about them, they have, you read books about zombies that talk about them in a whole different light. And so you take those theories and you put them into your own theories of what they could be and what they are be. Or, I don't know.
Kind of, yeah. Most of my theories about the virus, though, I thought up on my own.
do you would you like to see? Excuse me. Would you like to see a real one, at least one real one?
No. If there's one, there's always more, because you literally, if anyone creates a zombie virus, we're all fucking screwed. Even if there's only one zombie, if they keep that thing alive, we're fucked. Because it always gets out. It always does. Because people are fucking stupid. Sure, it may be pretty much mindless, but that does not fucking mean it will not attack you. It does not mean that you can get within 5 feet of that thing and not expect to be bitten. People are just really fucking stupid. If we get one, we're fucked.
So you always like the what if scenario, but you never would like it to legit happen.
Yes, because we will all fucking die. I would like to not die today, please, or tomorrow, or ever. So as a whole, I mean, what were you? I don't know how to ask from it, but is zombies like higher on the list to you than like vampires and mummies and? No way. Vampires take the list for top notch every time because I love vampires. I'm not all that interested in mummies. They're kind of, I mean, I love Egypt, but I'm not all that interested in mummies. I mean, they're not a very interesting creature. They're basically zombies without the virus.
No, mummies are basically zombies wrapped in toilet paper.
And with no virus.
Well, I mean, don't they have a virus to turn people others into zombies? No. Not zombies, but mummies. No,
they're mummies. Their whole thing is that they've been wrapped in a cloth and have been dead for thousands of years. That's their whole thing.
So
they're not a very interesting monster.
Yeah, but how would you feel if it was zombies versus mummies?
I think the zombies would win pretty fucking easily because there's not that many mummies. It's not like the mummies can replicate either. Zombies, they can take over the entire fucking world if they feel like it. Mummies, there's like 5 of them. Okay, there's not that few, but there's like that's in comparison, that's basically what they are.
But what do you think would
happen?
They're
gonna lose. The mummies are gonna lose.
Yeah, but what if a zombie bit a mummy? How do you think that would?
It's not gonna do anything. They're both dead. You can't infect something that's already dead.
Do you
And I don't think they'd be very tasty either because they're so fucking old. They've got no fluids left in them. They're completely dried out.
How about what do you think about aliens?
Awesome, but also they're probably gonna kill us. But they're still awesome.
I mean, like I know this episode's supposed to be about zombies, and you want to talk about zombies, but like, let's just talk about your theories about like fictional creatures like Bigfoot and all that stuff. So,
Bigfoot has is very unlikely to actually be real. There's very in my myth and legends class, we did a lot of research on myths on things like that, and there's no chance it can really be an actual thing. Same thing with the Bermuda Triangle. Most of the planes that have supposedly crashed, with quotation marks around like crashed there, most of the planes that have supposedly crashed around or in the Bermuda Triangle haven't even crashed in the Bermuda Triangle. All the ships that went missing, all the planes that went missing, haven't even gone missing in the Bermuda Triangle, okay? It's all outside of it. They're just like, oh, it's close enough. Like, no, it's not close enough, lady.
So, do you think the Bermuda Triangle actually exists?
Well, it does exist. They have a section of it for it. You can find it on a map if you feel like it. But does that mean stuff goes missing in it? No, it does not. Because all of the reported missings or disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle aren't even in the Bermuda Triangle.
They're around it, but not in it.
Yes.
Oh, that's crazy stupid then.
Yeah.
How about
no, a ship went missing in the Bermuda Triangle. Lady, can you read a map? It's not in the Bermuda Triangle.
how about the Loch Ness monster?
Not very likely either, because a Loch Ness monster seems to be a dinosaur, and I think we would have noticed a dinosaur by now. Like, actually, like, found it and caught it by now. A dinosaur cannot hide in a fucking lake, and for us not find it. It's a fucking lake.
Well, no, wait, isn't it the ocean by that point?
Nope, the Loch Ness monster is in a lake.
I didn't.
Technically, it's a large body of water that mimics the ocean, but regardless, you're not gonna lose a fucking dinosaur in a very large lake.
How about oh, here's a big one, and I know you like these, but how about dragons? How about the Fury of Dragons? Because I got my own theory on that. Can I share my...
Dragons also would not be able to exist because there's no way we would have not noticed them by now with satellites and all the fucking technology we have now. It's literally impossible for a dragon to actually exist because we would have seen it by now. Unless it can turn invisible, then I guess unless we have invisible dragons, then there's no dragons.
No, because I got my own theory. I got that. You got your theory on zombies. I got my theory on this. You want to hear my theory?
Sure.
So... I feel that if they exist, that there's something going on between China and the United Kingdom, because as you look at China, you could tell they have all this dragon art. They have all this dragon.
That's just because of their mythology.
I know, but yeah, their mythology has dragons of already. If you watch stuff about dragons, like movies and TV shows and whatever, half of the time it either takes place somewhere in the United Kingdom, and half the actors...
Well, that's because that's where all the mythology originated, from China, and then it moved on to England as well, because China's much older than England, and, well, yeah, much older, and it moved across the continent, across Europe and stuff, all the way to England, where they picked it up again. Sure, it wasn't as big as, like, France and Germany or Russia or anything, but, like, They really picked it up in England. So for one reason or another, they picked up the dragon stuff. But there's really nothing going. Like, there's no way dragons could exist at this point, and it's just because of that mythology dating all the way back to China.
But how you think it got between? What do you think it happened in between there? How do you think it got from China and then to England? There had to be.
I'm sure they believed in it for a long time. It's just that no one really cared too much until it was brought up again in England. But then again, it wasn't even really all that big in England either. It was just more of a just a thing that they did sometimes with England. The whole association really only came around, well, aside from like a few things, like obviously like they had dragons and murals and stuff like here and there, but overall, mostly it's just like, oh my god, England and dragons from children's books.
I feel
because it's always the knight going to fight the dragon for the princess, blah blah blah.
Well, I feel, to cut down my theory, just the short version, I feel they're hiding in Ireland. I feel like they're in Ireland hiding somewhere. That's where I feel.
You literally cannot hide a dragon in Ireland. Ireland, well, it is part of the United Kingdom, but it's not part of England. So it doesn't share the same stuff as England does, so to speak. And you literally could not hide. You still could. It is physically impossible to hide a dragon. You just can't do it. Not with all the technology that we have.
Well, I mean, that's what if they're real, if there is a slight chance of them being real, that's where I feel they are in Ireland.
They would not be in Ireland. If anything, well, actually, no, in China, they probably would have died already from smog. The smog would have killed the dragons in China already. So if they're anywhere, they're dead in China.
Well, I mean, like, on the list then of all things.
If there were ever dragons at one point, there's no way they're alive in this day and age. So there's no way they would have survived because people hunt things down to kill them because they're assholes and because they can. That's why we have so many animals going extinct, because they're just like, haha, let's go trophy hunting. That sounds like a great idea. Like, no, guys, we need those animals.
You need them. I get your point. But on the list though of all fictional things from aliens to Bigfoot, like what do you think's the most like the most fictional thing and like the most real like in the most realist thing that can be?
Well, if we ignore all the stupid things like the Bermuda Triangle and Bigfoot, then the most unlikely thing is mummies, because they involve magic, and magic isn't real.
Mummies.
Yeah, they involve magic, so magic isn't real. So clearly, they're the most unrealistic out of all the options.
Well, I mean, mummies do. I mean, mummies are
mummies
like
are literally brought to life by a curse. That's their whole thing.
But here's the thing: the mummies we actually know exist because we can actually see them, and there's actual physical proof.
Yes, but the whole thing with the mummy creature is that it's brought to life by magic, which means it's the most unlikely monster.
Then what do you think is the most? What do you think?
Aliens.
Aliens.
There's bazillions of planets out there. It's very narcissistic of us to think that we're the only ones with intelligent life.
I mean, like everyone.
Very hypocritical.
Yeah, everyone wants to believe and say all these things about like, oh, aliens exist. They're out there.
Well, you see, the thing is that blah blah blah. It doesn't really matter what people are saying. What the point is that like it's really hypocritical to say that there aren't aliens out there, but it's also really naive to say that they could be our friends, because they've got a completely, well, we don't know what culture they have, but I can guarantee that they probably have a completely different culture from us. So who's to say that they don't have some culture like Alternia, where they're totally, if they find us, they're gonna fucking kill us.
Yeah, because
it has nothing to do with like, oh, they could be our friends, they could be helpful. It's more of them seeing us as a possible threat.
Yeah, that's the sucky thing. I mean, like when it's like when you go up to like, it's like us jumping to a different country and they don't know nothing about us, and all they want to do is kill us. That's basically like how aliens are to the world.
Not to the world, because there's all those crazy Eddies out there who will, say aliens are real, and there's the ones that'll say that they're real and they're going to be our friends, and there's the ones who's going to say or kill us, blah blah blah, and there's people be just like, oh, we should find aliens so we can be friends with them, even though it's also very conceited to think that that we would get along well with them when we can't even accept the culture of our own fucking planet.
Yeah, I mean, like people say that, oh, check out Area 31 or whatever.
51.
Area 51. They're all there. And Stonehenge. Oh, don't you forget about Stonehenge. Just like those are like the two places where people quote unquote seen them.
Well, no, people see aliens in quotation marks all over the fucking world because people are fucking stupid. They're just like, oh, it's an alien. Like, no, guys, it's a fucking plane.
No, just go to YouTube and see all the alien videos that are on there.
It's just stupid, and I don't even have the energy to properly discuss it because it's just so dumb.
Yeah, I know. I mean, people will throw frisbee in the air and then videotape it and be like, oh my god, I just saw an alien. It's just a freaking frisbee, guys. I mean, but like there's a lot of things that people theorize that are believable and not believable in the world, but I don't know. I mean, there's if I haven't seen it with my own two eyes, it can't be real. Like,
well, you see, no, that's also a very naive or conceited, or however you want to say, whatever term you want to use, way of thinking about things. Because did you see the Holocaust?
Well, that wasn't the Holocaust is like, that was a long time ago. And
Well, yeah, exactly. It happened a long time ago, and it's real. But people don't believe that some people don't believe that the Holocaust actually happened.
Wait, hold on. Why wouldn't people think it actually
Some
happened?
people don't believe that the Holocaust actually happened.
But it's actually written down. There's a whole history on it. People
And yeah, so is the Bible, but the Bible is also complete bullshit.
Oh.
Now, I'm not shitting on anyone's belief. People can believe whatever they want, but the Bible is just a basic massive fan fiction written in by white men for hundreds of years.
I mean,
this is a fact. People, the Bible is just written in, is just a bunch of random stories written by random fucking people over the course of centuries.
And I didn't want to go there, but I mean,
did anyone here see Jesus Christ? Has anyone seen him? Oh wait, then there's also the crazies who will say that they have seen religious stuff, and I'm just like, boy, you're not as sane. Just like that fucking weirdo I encountered at Culver's the other day who thinks he's fucking Gabriel.
Let's just put it this way. There's a lot of things that people see and they don't see, and there's some of it, a lot of it is true because it's been actually seen and people actually seen it.
But a lot of people could have seen things, like they have seen aliens or they saw Bigfoot. That's how these things happen.
Yeah, it's just until I don't know. I don't know. That's my reaction. I don't know. The world's crazy. But yeah.
Mhm.
Do you so like do you think that
I don't know, what do I think?
what do you think? I'm trying to stay on the subject, but I feel like we already outsourced the subject so much.
You know what I don't get? Whenever people do a zombie TV show or a zombie movie, the zombies are always, normal looking people. They've got clothes on, they're all ripped up, they're skinny, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking to myself, where the fuck are all of our fat zombies or our bodybuilder zombies? And also, where's that poor guy who was just trying to take a shower when the zombies burst in? Where's that poor guy?
No, do you think zombies have to be naked or what?
I'm just wondering where the poor guy who was in the shower was, because we all know that there's someone out there who some poor guy who was just trying to take a shower when the zombies burst in. There's gonna be that guy somewhere, so why have we not seen him? Also, where are obese zombies and where are our bodybuilder zombies? Or, our children's zombies? They're always just, grown, average adults, and I'm still just like, okay, where's your variety zombie TV shows? Where's the variety?
The same can go for where's the
variety?
No, you're gonna start an outbreak. You're gonna be like, now do you know how everyone's trying to do you know how they're trying to...
I don't know how, because you have not said it yet.
Do you know how there's they're trying to push the equal opportunity thing these days? I feel like that now they're...
What's the equal I don't follow up with news or anything, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, do you know how people are trying to make everything they're trying to push the gay rights and all that stuff. Now you're gonna have people think, where's our gay rights zombie?
Well, no, you can't really have a gay zombie because they don't have any intelligence left to be gay. They're just a zombie now. It makes no sense to have sure, you might have someone who used to be gay and I don't know, some people are very outward or forward with how gay they are and wear rainbow and stuff. And I'm just like, well, we'd have a zombie wearing rainbow, but that's not going to do much because they're already a fucking zombie.
Well,
And also, we all know how The Walking Dead goes. They introduce finally create a gay couple, and then kill them off immediately like the assholes they are.
Did you watch The Walking Dead and go
I
like?
just hear news. I don't watch The Walking Dead, as I've said. I just hear other people talking about it.
Oh, you haven't even seen clips and been like, oh, this is kind of stupid.
I've watched like the first few episodes, but I don't have time for it, as I already said.
What zombie thing have you read or watched or what that you've been like, this is
Rot
stupid?
and Ruin is a very good series that I started reading. I don't know if I finished it yet, but I know I definitely started it. I hope I finished it, but that's not the point. I just hope I finished it. I started it. I read at the very least, the first 2 books, and it was fantastic. It's a very good series.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like which zombie thing have you read or watched or what that you've been like, this is kind of stupid because it just doesn't represent
As
them
for
at all.
stupid things, there are plenty of those. Not that I can remember them off the top of my head.
Like so I mean, like do you think like stuff? Do you think stuff from what you heard from The Walking Dead and other stuff like these stereotypical zombie things stereotype them too much?
I don't know. It's really hard to tell since everyone kind of follows the same guidelines.
But if you were to make a zombie movie or something zombie related, what would you do to make it different?
Well, what I already said, what I already explained, my idea for the virus. That's what I would do.
How would you make the virus?
What do you mean?
If you were gonna if I were like be sitting in front of you right now and I just had everything to make your virus for the zombie virus, what would you do? Would you actually make it, or would you actually be
I would not make it. I would literally destroy it all immediately. As I already said, we do not need a fucking zombie virus. We will all fucking die. As the creator always fucking dies. That's what always happens. The scientist who's involved always dies, and I am not interested in dying. So no, I would not fucking make the zombie virus. I would smite it immediately.
Would you want to become a vampire?
Yes, I would specifically want to be a Darren Shan. That's the author, a Darren Shan Cirque du Freak vampire because I fucking love those things.
No, no, I gotta get your opinion on this. Twilight is the terrible zombies, right? No, not zombies.
Actually, Twilight isn't that bad. Now, the sparkling is a bit silly, but the story is actually very interesting.
Yeah, but they aren't supposed to sparkle. That ain't real vampires. You aren't supposed to sparkle.
Technically, there's no such thing as real vampires since they don't actually exist.
No. The real ones are the ones that they sleep during the day, they wake up during the night. They have.
That's just the stereotype.
A stereo. No, we're stereotype.
Once again, that's the same baseline as the zombie stereotype that I dislike.
I mean,
vampires don't always have to sleep during the day and wake up during the night. I mean, for example, my Cirque du Freak vampires, they can be awake during the day if they feel like it. It's just the sun that kills them. I mean, you're just following the Dracula rules right there. There's no real reason that Dracula needs to be sleeping during the day. He just can't go out in the sun because it kills him.
Then that leads to the point of what do they do during the day if they're just going to be killed by the sun?
They can play board games. As long as they stay in the dark, they can play board games, watch TV. I mean, whatever they fucking feel like. I mean, hell, if they have some humans captured or whatever, they can drink fucking blood for all they care.
So like they would need like a dark room like all the time, like completely dark room all day, every day.
Yep.
And
sure, they could sleep too. If they're tired, they should sleep. That's what you do.
So I mean, so you're saying that like it works. They don't have to be sleeping during the day, but they would have to be in a completely dark room all the time.
It just depends on what the creator has decided to go with their zombie. For example, with Twilight, it's not that they get killed by the sun, it's just that they're very easy to identify in the sunlight, which makes them a really easy target. Which is why, for example, polar bears, their fur turns white in the winter so that they're not easy to spot, so they can capture prey. Same thing with the rabbits that live up there as well. They're brown in the summer and they turn white in the winter so that they're not easily spotted. If they were still brown in the winter, then the bears would be able to pick them off so fucking easily. And that's the problem with the Twilight vampires. They can't camouflage themselves, so they have to stay inside so they don't get picked off by hunters.
When yeah, and speaking of Twilight and the vampires, like in the bears and all that stuff, when you really think about it, when it comes to werewolves, that's not even a myth or a legend. That's just a coyote with a fancy name.
Not really. The whole idea of a werewolf is that it's a human that turns into a wolf. Or a half-wolf, depending on what you go with.
Do you like that?
So it's a lot different than a coyote.
Do you like that? Do you like that concept, or?
I think it's a very interesting idea. It's not a very plausible one because do you know how many bones would have to move in your body to become wolf-like? That's a lot of fucking bones. That would really fucking hurt, okay? Just imagine your body shifting its shape. That's gonna hurt, dude. That's gonna hurt a lot.
I wouldn't want that. I'm not even a fan. I'm not a fan. Werewolf kind of guy.
It doesn't matter if you're a fan or not. If you get bitten by a werewolf, depending on the lore, you're gonna turn into a damn werewolf whether you like it or not.
I don't think that's real.
Well, obviously they're not real because once again, that'd be really painful. Your body would not be able to survive that kind of shock because that would be a really fucking painful process. You can't just get used to pain like that.
Wait, what would be your vampire name if you were?
Really, vampires don't have any specific fancy names like Dracula or anything. Vampires are just vampires. They don't need any fancy names. For example, Darren Shan in, Cirque du Freak. His name's just Darren Shan. He doesn't have any fancy name.
But you wouldn't even want to just for the funs of it?
No, because then that's how you get killed. That's like leaving a calling card for a hunter.
Yeah, I mean that does.
Because who's gonna call you that? Other vampires are just gonna laugh their ass off at you, and who else is gonna call you that? A human? You're gonna let a human survive knowing that there's vampires? What a horrible idea! Kill the damn human. You don't want them telling other humans that there's actually vampires.
But I feel like when it comes to if we're talking about slaying these myths, just if you were going to be a myth slayer, if you ever become Serpent the Myth Slayer, I'm pretty sure you would know what to do because you are so good at that crap. I'm pretty sure you would freaking know.
I'm just very good at shooting people down because I'm a very controversial person. I just like arguing, apparently.
No, I'm saying if you had a bow and arrow right now and there's a zombie 5 minutes away from you,
I would be dead. I would be dead. I'm really fucking shitty with the bow and arrow. Now, sure, when I was in 6th grade or whatever, or no, not even that. It could have been 5th grade. I don't know. I may have gotten 3rd place in an archery contest in Indian Princesses, but that was by sheer fucking luck. I do not know how I hit that red circle on there. It wasn't even the bullseye. It was just the red circle of the target. I've got no idea how I hit it. So no, I cannot do archery very well, and that zombie would fucking kill me, and I'd be running in the other fucking direction.
Wait, you actually did archery in your life?
During Indian Princesses, during one of our every year in the winter we would go to this one area for this cabin area and do some camping in cabins and do some fun winter stuff, and they had archery, and I would occasionally do archery while I was there. I was horrible at it, but this one time when they happened to be doing a contest, I didn't actually realize. I just wanted to do some archery because I'm just like, fuck it, I want to do archery, damn it, it's so cool. And I somehow hit the red circle and got 3rd place.
Hey, you should be proud of that.
I am. I'm not. I think it's really cool that I hit it, but I can't be proud of a fluke. It was a complete accident that I hit it. It wasn't skill. It was an accident.
But at least in your mind and your soul, you have the skill. So if you ever need to break it out, you know at least what you're doing.
I know. I have the basic idea, but I'm not the go-to person for archery.
What
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I wanted to mention we were talking about snakes the other time, and I was trying to say I couldn't remember where I got my interest from snakes from. I remember now. I remembered the other day. The reason why I got interested in snakes in the first place, the reason why I got obsessed, is because in this one book, I don't know if it was a reptile book or just an animal book, but I read a page talking about king cobras and how they can kill their venom is so strong they can kill an elephant. And I thought that was so fucking cool that I got obsessed with snakes, specifically the king cobra for a while. And that's how I got obsessed with snakes. Back to vampires, though.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we jump subjects so much on this show anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But no, I mean, like, I would love to be one, man. Like, if I had the chance, man, that would be so cool to be one. But I would
vampires are so cool. They're definitely my favorite supernatural creature. They'd be the easiest to work with, and they're the most probable as well.
I mean, like the only bad thing is that I would have to not see the sun for the rest of my life, and two, I would have to not eat garlic anymore, which would really suck.
That's only just a stupid thing. Garlic has nothing to do with vampires. That's just some dumb thing that people do. Most vampire things don't even like do anything with the garlic. It's just dumb. The most amusing version of garlic I see is it's just like an allergy. They're just allergic to garlic, and I just find it hilarious.
I mean, speaking of Scooby-Doo, I'm pretty sure I think on there they when they have to mess with vampires, I'm pretty sure they're like, oh, we're gonna use garlic to get rid of it, man.
They always treat the monsters like it's a real monster, but it's never a real monster.
Yeah, I saw. No, you're gonna. Yeah, I'm not trying to ruin your childhood or anything, but I found on Facebook that someone made a meme that said, they said the real monsters on Earth are people themselves or whatever.
Well, no, it's true, but how would that ruin my childhood? That's literally a fact. Humans are horrible creatures. Like, no offense to humans out there, but like, people are horrible people. Like, I know I've said this before, but we literally have human trafficking. Like, how awful is that? People assault other people and all that crap. Like, humans are horrible creatures. Like, if anything, if aliens decide to come smite humans, I'd be like, thank you. Please rid the planet of humans. Like, sure, goodbye anime. That'd be really fucking sad, and all the actually cool people would be smited along with them. But hey, at least all the shitty people would be gone.
I mean, like, it'd be cool if all the bad people would go away and there would be just the good people. But you know, as the story goes, there must be evil to outweigh the good. So we have the evil.
Well, you can just have the thing though is that you can just have a different kind of evil. Like, why do we have to have all of these different types of evil when we can just have one evil that's less evil? Like, I mean, like, if all of the other evils that were gone, like, there was no, like, murder, like, unless it was, like, accidental. I can see that, like, crime of passion, like, someone got angry and in a brief lack of a brief lack of judgment in the fit of rage, they killed someone. That's something that happens sometimes. But like that's like not even. They didn't want to kill the person. Just in a brief moment of lack of thinking, they stopped thinking for a brief amount of time and accidentally killed someone. They didn't actually want to kill them. That was never their intention. Blah blah blah. So that's not truly evil. So if we got rid of all the murder with the intention to murder, all of the other shitty stuff, all of the other evil out there, then all we'd have left is not so bad stuff. Like thievery. Thievery isn't so bad as long, like, for example, someone steals money, that's bad, but it's not like murder. Someone accidentally kills someone, that's bad, but it's not like murder with the intention to kill and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean,
then all we have left is that, and then we could have other things that would be considered evil as well. For example, the kind of anger that leads up to the accidental murder, or the things like that, or people just stupid stuff, and that could be our next version of evil that is less evil.
Yeah, I mean, like, I mean, I just terrible people are just terrible. I mean, and there's those people who like to like spray paint the there's those people that go into like abandoned buildings or whatever and they spray paint on the floors and walls that little.
I mean, that's not so bad. That's just kids being kids.
No, I'm talking about like they spray paint that circle with the star thing in it that's supposed to worship the devil and all that.
Pentagram.
Yeah, all that crap.
What's wrong with worshiping the devil? If that's what people want to do with their time, go for it. The pentagram, is also equated to the werewolf as well, and also it's actually more linked in with witchcraft than it is with the devil.
Well, I mean, like people can believe whatever they want.
We have the pentagram, and then the pentagram upside down, which is linked to the devil.
Well, people can believe in whatever they want, man. I mean, I don't like to believe in evil stuff like the devil and all that crap. That's not me.
And then there's me over here. My favorite joke with one of my friends is that he's like the devil, and I'm one of the four, demon generals. But also, he says that I'm pretty fucking scary as well, and sometimes I'm more. He thinks that I'm more scary than he is, which makes me more scary than the devil, and I just love that.
What?
One of his favorite pastimes is just talk as if he's the devil. Like he refers to himself like in a way that references the fact that he is like the devil or whatever, and I just find that so entertaining because then I'm just the demon general, or sometimes I'm more evil than him, which makes me more of the devil than he is.
Oh my god!
At the very least in this world, 3 to 4 people fear me, and those ones are the smart ones. I should be feared. I'm a scary person. The people should fear me.
I don't fear you. I don't think
you should. You're not one of the smart ones, clearly. Haha.
But I know
I'm a pretty scary person. You haven't seen the more scary sides of me. Sure, you've seen my interest in gore, blah blah blah, but you haven't seen the really scary stuff.
No, but I've seen you in person like 3 times at this point. And
that's what's so great. I don't look dangerous, but I am. It's just like that. It's just like that. That rabbit in Monty Python. Oh, it's just a rabbit, and then it kills everyone.
What are you saying? You're like
I love Monty Python. I am the wolf in sheep's clothing, so to speak.
Oh, so you're like the one that's ready to go when no one expects it.
Yes. I'm the person that everyone truly should fear.
Well, why?
Fear me! I'm dangerous. I may look adorable and act adorable because I get excited about things. I'm just like, oh my god, Hawks! Oh my god, my anime boys! But I'm truly terrifying.
Oh god!
As I think I've said before, I could have been a serial killer.
Well...
And I would have been very good at it. Of course, I cannot accomplish all of my goals in life from jail. Still, I am not a serial killer because I have more important things to do.
Yeah, I mean, you're a very smart person, Serpent. You should not waste your life like that.
Yeah, I am a very intelligent person, which is why I have so many things that I need to do, which cannot be done from prison.
Yeah, I mean, you got 2D City coming around.
I've got many different business ideas. I've got so many different ideas to make money, and I've also got so many different manga ideas and anime ideas and game ideas, and it goes on and on and on. And that's why adults, they're much older than me. Adults, they're probably over 30 and stuff like that. Adults, fear me at the writing club.
But
I am feared.
How would you feel about do you know how when you start the business you want to call it 2D City? When it ends up in America it's called 2D World, but in Japan it's called 2D City.
Why?
Because do you know how when when you like go to Europe, let's take Pepsi for example. Do you know how in Japan Pepsi is called like
I wouldn't know.
But do you know how when you go to a different country, like
No, I haven't really been to another. I've only been to Europe, and things are pretty much the same there when it came to brands.
No. Here's a perfect example. Do you know how in Japan My Hero Academia is called Boku no Hero Academia?
Well, that's because it's the Japanese name for it. My Hero Academia has been translated to English. Boku no Hero Academia is the actual name for the show.
Yeah, but like that's why I'm saying the same thing. Whereas if in America it's called 2D World, but in Japan it's called 2D
Well,
City.
there's no reason to change the name like that because the name's going to be in English anyways.
I know, but I thought it'd be like fun or different or whatever. People get confused like crazy.
It'll just confuse people that way because people will think it's a different business because I mean, sure, there's no business like mine will be, which will make it very hard to confuse. But like how we have, Coca-Cola, and then the off-brand cola, like it'll be very confusing.
That is true. But if you're just planning on starting this whole business, I don't think the first thing you want to say is fear me.
It doesn't matter what I say as long as I can get people to back me and buy my shit.
Well, I just want to let you know that we've been doing this for an hour, like we always do.
All right, then it should be about time to stop the recording. Well, the episode. Aha!
Next week, I don't know what we're going to talk about. Do you have any ideas?
Nope. We can discuss it later.
Yeah, we can talk about it later. But next week will be another
something.
It will be something. It'll be really good. I want to let everyone know that the day this comes out, you're probably going to be in a car on the way to C2E2, or you may be already at C2E2 and you're bored and you're just listening to this. So I just want to say, hope you all enjoyed this episode. You enjoyed this episode, and hopefully you all on the con floor are like, yeah, I enjoyed that, and yeah, like I'll be.
People will react however they react. It does not really matter. But this will be coming out on C2E2. Well, during it. Woohoo!
Yeah, on the Friday of the convention. Yeah.
Yep.
And and it's gonna be really awesome. So thank you everyone for tuning in for episode 8 of In the Serpents Pit with Serpents Breakdown. You can find me on Twitter at NostalgiaVamp. Follow me on Facebook. No, follow me on Twitter at NostalgiaVamp. Follow me on Facebook at CyberTimeBite. Follow Serpents Breakdown at Serpents Breakdown on Instagram. You cannot screw that up. And I hope that all of you have a great day. And thanks for tuning in. See you later. Say bye.
Bye.